Welcome back to the 128 KD podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, and that demand is so lacking that Andy has finally caught up with 5 years ago. He was just telling me just before we recorded, he's like, do you know what? I've just started watching The Last of Us.
I know, yeah.
Oh, well, there you go.
I slept on it because it's like exclusively locked to like Sky or Now TV here in the UK.
Yeah.
And at Christmas, they were doing like a 50% off thing. And I went, I really want to watch that and some other stuff. But mainly, you know, The Last of Us. So I was like, maybe now is the time to like actually go and watch it. And it's funny because over all these years, I've been seeing people like saying about like Bella and Pedro, you know, as, you know, Joel and Ellie. And I was like, man, I get Pedro, but again with Bella, I was like, I just can't see her fitting because she visually is so different than Ellie. And Ellie's like ingrained in my mind.
Yeah.
But now I've started watching it. She's brilliant. Like, I really think
good.
she nails Ellie so well. And the show is great. Again, Pedro makes, Joel, like, he plays it perfectly. The whole show is really good.
I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've only seen the first season. I never got to the second season. Maybe I will one day. But they follow the story, like, really authentically, and it's, like, beat for beat.
Amazingly well.
They do a really good job of it. It's quite rare for a video game adaptation to be good.
Yeah.
I can only think of a couple off the top of my head that have been very good.
I'm thinking of one that's just dropped right now, which is getting slated, which is the new Silent Hill movie, and that is getting absolutely slated. I still want to watch it. I'll wait until it comes to, you know, the internet. But
I think about. I'd like to ask you about this because you're a massive fan. What did you think about the Resident Evil movies?
Oh, okay. This is a hard one because the original Resident Evil movie, I absolutely love that. Like, it is fantastic. Like, I love that. I know it's not like a directly in line with the games movie, but I love that film. Maybe because it came out, was it late 90s or early noughties? I'm not too sure.
Early noughties, I
think. But when it came out, like, I watched it immediately and I bought that thing on DVD. I think I still got the original DVD and I've watched that movie time and time again. As the movies went on, they just got like so abstract and random, and they're okay if you don't think of Resident Evil, but as Resident Evil, no. I mean, unfortunately, Resident Evil is like, I hold it dearly. I'm actually wearing my Requiem t-shirt right now. I hold Resident Evil really dear to me, and there has been so many series and movie adaptations, and they all suck so hard.
Yeah, hard.
The only ones that are good are the CGI ones, and those are actually really good. But all of the live action stuff, they're just absolutely rubbish. Like, there's no point in watching them.
It's mad, isn't it, when you think, like, the zombie genre, as far as films go, is like tale as old as time. It works, and there's some great ones. How they've not managed to figure it out for that is beyond me.
Well, and especially when you look at The Last of Us and how incredibly well they literally follow it, almost like scene by scene of the game.
Yeah.
Just do that with game franchises. Do you know what I mean? You'll make the people happy, and for the people that don't know of the game, they'll really enjoy the show. Do you know what I mean? Because the stories are good. And just do it good. Like, stop taking an idea and then being like, it's like people have taken, they've seen the script and gone, oh, that sounds cool, and not looked at the source material at all. It's like, what are you doing? Like, it really annoys me.
I love how I knew it'd get you angry. It's brilliant.
That's why you brought it up. Yeah, let's make Andy rage.
There's a hand grenade in the room.
Yeah.
Come on, there we go.
Yeah, have some of that.
Apart from that, how's your week in gaming been? Has it been all right?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. I've been trying to look at, because we've got SteamOS coming. We'll talk a bit later in today's show actually about it. But because it's coming to the Legion Go 2 in like June or whatever, I really want to install it like side by side alongside Windows, but equally stupidly, the installer for SteamOS just nukes your drive, so you can't like install it to a partition. So I've been looking at ways of doing it without nuking my Windows, and because if you start fresh, it's fine, you can do it. But I don't want to start fresh because my Windows is all set up and everything. So there is a way, and I'm just looking at it. So just keep tabs on the channel, viewers and listeners, because I think I've got a way around it. So that's kind of what I've been doing rather than playing games. I've kind of been more looking at SteamOS and how can we get this on the Legion Go 2 for it to be a manageable thing.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's going to be really important as well. As we'll talk about later on, I don't want to ruin what we're going to talk about.
Exactly.
It's going to be really important. Yeah.
Yes.
I want to get you even more angry.
Oh no!
With the first story that we've stumbled upon this week. Well, maybe not you, because actually you're kind of agnostic about this now. But maybe the viewers they'll get angry about GTA 6, and the headline is "No physical release for GTA 6." So the Take-Two have said that there won't be a physical version of GTA 6 at launch.
It makes sense. For the reason.
They're holding back on it because they want to make sure there's minimal chances of leaks of the game coming out, despite all the leaks of the game that came out.
Well, considering they've taken almost a century to make the game, I kind of understand their point of view. Like, because if they just start shipping out physicals, someone in a factory is going to pinch one and put it online. So I kind of get where they're coming from here, especially because they're going to be charging like 100+ for it, because we know they're going to. We just know it. The annoying thing is that it's going to be console locked. Like, they're still living in the past. We've done a whole thing about this in a show before.
Still don't get it.
It's stupid
where we are now.
Like, like they're banking on people double dipping for sure, which they're just greedy MFs. But
how does, from a handheld perspective, how does that sit with Xbox's strategy?
It just won't be play anywhere.
Specifically thinking about the handhelds.
It will just be console locked. So there'll be no Xbox on PC. There'll be no play anywhere. It will just be on Xbox console. And also, Xbox are so hard on forcing devs to make sure that it works on Series S as well.
Yeah.
How's that going to work? Are they going to make an exception? Yeah, probably, because they're going to sell loads of them. I can't imagine they're going to squeeze it down to Series S on launch. Probably
Will we even see it on handhelds? It's the other question.
In 12 months. Yeah, when it comes to PC, But it's just annoying that all this time later, they're still living like it's 2013. It's not 2013, Rockstar. Like, pull your finger out. Like, So that annoys me a lot. Just release it on everything.
If anything, it's been like a generational shift between those two generations of, well, actually GTA 5's 3 generations, but whatever. Between those times is that convergence of PC gaming into the console landscape. Like, it's the barriers have come down and it's all kind of blurring together. And that's been the monumental shift. Yeah. Whereas before there was very kind of siloed sections of gaming. As we move forward, it all kind of blurs together. Yeah. Which is great for everyone. That's where we want to be. Yep. And you're right, Rockstar living in the past. But you're also right, it's probably a business choice rather than a technical one.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because they would have made it on PC and then just ported it to PlayStation and Xbox. And they're just literally holding it back because they want to charge people twice. Because they know people will go out, buy it on console, and then go, you know what, I want to play it on my 5090 or whatever it is, and then buy it.
There's also part of me that doesn't buy the story about stopping leaks. Because I fully believe leaks are part of the PR kind of marketing thing.
Yeah, it's a business strategy again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
they don't like it, but they also acknowledge that this actually really helps because it keeps that kind of hype train high. Idiots like us will pick up on them and start talking about them to people. That it helps.
It does, yeah. Word of mouth spreads like wildfire, so they want that for sure.
So why else would they hold back on a physical release?
I don't know.
Maybe that there may be part of it that to stop some backlash, because there is zero chance that this is going to fit on a disc.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a code in a box. It's going to be a key card.
It's going to be a key card, and the only difference between Nintendo and PlayStation and Xbox with that strategy is that Nintendo tell everyone on the box what's going on. Yeah, and PlayStation and Xbox don't. Yes. With regard, if you're not following me, with regards to it basically being your disc basically being a code in a box and it downloads the game after you put it in.
Yes. Yeah.
So many games have gone that way because they're too big. Now, there is zero chance GTA 6 is going to fit on a Blu-ray or a DVD. It just won't happen. So it will be a code in a box. If they tell everyone it's a code in a box, there's going to be a backlash because people want to have the game forever and they want this physical collection thing. Maybe it's to stop that.
Maybe, but again, because they don't tell anyone, why would it matter? Because like 99% of games now, people just don't even realise. They're like, oh look, I've got a big update. They don't realise that there's nothing on the disc other than literally like their license key spinning around. Like that's it. Like, and that's why it spins up.
And if it's in a PS5, it has to start up every 30 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, okay, great. Am I playing like Forza here or something? Like, but
that's the haptic feedback.
Yeah. 5D.
Your PlayStation is shaking through the desk. It's I don't know. It's a really weird move for what it's going to be. The biggest game of the generation. It's a really weird move. People are going to want to, inverted commas, collect this.
Yes.
Physical is going to be important to people.
You know what they're going to do? Because they're greedy like bees, the only physical will be the collector's edition. Yeah. And it'll be like 1,000. It'll be like, there you go, it comes with a statue of like, I don't know, a car or something. Like something stupid. Do you know what I mean?
Poster.
Like, yeah, and it won't even have the game. You know how they used to do like collector's editions and you get like the bundle of stuff, but not even the game? It'll be one of those stupid things. So, yeah, it's just a money waste.
Yeah, it's going to be a money spinner. And talking of money spinners, I want to move on real quickly to Final Fantasy VII because we've not talked about it yet today, and it's on our bingo card. The remake for Switch 2 obviously came out last week, I think it was.
Yeah, we talked about it just after it launched, I think, on last week's show,
Yeah. I actually did buy it.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you get the physical or the digital?
No, digital.
Oh, okay, fair. Because the physical had the car packs in it.
I did see that. But, I also saw that the game was 99 gigabytes. Yeah, it's massive.
Wow.
But I bought it. I've not actually switched it on yet, but I was like, I'm going to replay it again at some point, so I might as well just get it.
That's awesome.
It's crazy cheap. It was crazy cheap.
Really cheap, yeah. I don't know about digitally, but I've seen it physically for here in the UK for £35.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, digital was a tiny bit more. It was closer to 40, but it's still like, well, that doesn't compute. That's really cheap.
That's really good of them.
It is. Because it is an older game, and it's kind of an acknowledgement of that, I guess. But they could have conceivably charged full price for it.
Absolutely, because they've done work to get it onto the Switch 2. It's not like they've just lazily ported it. Like this, they've actually done considerable work here to make it work. So I actually think it's really good on Square and Nintendo to get the price to where it is, because it's a in my opinion, it's a must-play game.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. You have. It's one of those games you have to play, and especially if you're a Switch 2 owner. Yeah, it's one of those games that's a marvel to see.
Yes.
The physical version is such a mega hit that in America it's sold out, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't get hold of it.
I couldn't believe that. Just days after it came out, I was seeing all these headlines like completely sold out. The only place was Amazon, and there was still like a wait and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, like that's crazy. That's brilliant. Yeah, really good.
I'm surprised because when you hear like the reaction on the internet when things get announced, you always hear the negative voices loudest, and it's always like, oh, whoopee, a 5-year-old game, and all of that.
It's only 30 FPS. It's like it's running at like 8 watts.
It's locked. It looks great.
Yeah, I think it's great.
Comparable to the PS5. It's fine. Yeah, what they've done is magic. But I'm surprised at how well it's done. It shows the pent up demand. Yeah, from Nintendo players for the franchise,
especially considering that it is old and it has had multiple editions on different platforms. So to see, like you said, it selling out, and again, I think that price point's really helped it. It's come in at a good, affordable price, and it's a cracking game. They've absolutely nailed the port, So it's just a win across the board, really, in my opinion. So I'm glad for them.
I'm excited to see what they do with Rebirth, the second part of the remake, which we should, I imagine, see it in the next year or two on Switch 2.
Yeah, I imagine
I think they'll follow it up pretty quickly.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, next year feels about right. Like, they'll follow it up quickly. and it also gives them time before they have to release Part 3 for everyone.
That's true, yeah.
And on Part 3, there was a really, really important update on that from the development team. That, firstly, the game inside Square is playable. They've got it to a playable standard.
Oh, wow.
And now they're just getting it to a stage where they're happy with release. So progression's happened really quickly. But really importantly, that they decided to stick with Unreal Engine 4 for the development, which is what they use obviously for Part 2 and Part 1. Yeah. It does mean that we're not going to see like the bleeding edge of like fidelity and stuff, but it does mean that it's very likely to be able to work on Switch 2. Yeah. So if they're using Unreal 5, it probably wouldn't be able to be ported down to it.
Yeah, well, it would struggle, wouldn't it? But I feel like that's tactical. Like, I don't think the PS5 would handle it either, or the Xbox. So I feel like it's a real tactical move because they know that 1 and 2 play well. So to just stay what they've... And they're probably reusing stuff from Part 2. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I would imagine so.
So it does make sense. But that is good news for Switch 2 owners, for sure.
Yeah, it'd be exciting. I hope to see Rebirth coming next year because it's a fantastic game that I really want to enjoy. And I think... I've said it before so many times. I just think they're ready-made for Nintendo. I think Nintendo fans and that franchise are ready-made for each other.
Yeah, it's coming back to its home.
Yeah. While we're in Nintendo Land, Andy.
Yeah.
Whilst we're there.
Yeah, there's been some news.
How do you feel about a Nintendo Direct next week?
Yeah, supposedly. So Nate the Hate has apparently said that early February is going to be the next Nintendo Direct, and specifically he said the 5th, but he's also said don't hold me down on that. So, I mean, early February, it seems likely, you know. So, I'm actually really hyped for the Switch 2 this year. I feel like we've just discussed it a lot, but last year was a little bit underwhelming for our expectations of third-party games. But was it prior to Christmas, Nintendo, or is it after, post? I'm not too sure. But Nintendo came out and said we're working on providing more support for third-party developers. So to make ports easier, basically. So basically what they're saying is we finally got dev kits out because last year no one had them, which is why we had terrible Switch 2 ports. There was exceptions, of course, but
their stance was, because they didn't get Switch 2 dev kits out, their stance was develop it for Switch 1.
Yeah.
And then it will run on Switch 2 better.
Which is terrible.
It's terrible advice. When we saw with games like Shinobi, which should be really simple to run, it was a bit of a Switch 2 train wreck.
What about the frickin' Pac-Man game? Shadow
Labyrinth.
Yeah, Shadow Labyrinth. That was awful. Yeah. The Switch 1 version is better than the Switch 2 version. How does that work?
Well, it's because they developed it. That's clearly they followed that advice, didn't they? They developed for Switch 1.
And it sucks.
And it sucks because of it. And the hard thing with that is once you've bought a game, started playing it, and it's technically not very good, like the performance lets you down or it's a bit Vaseline-y or whatever, and it puts you off, even if they update it, you're very unlikely to go back.
Yeah, I don't think I could go back to that game. I was so hyped for that game. Metroidvania Pac-Man, like based on the Amazon show, you know, Secret Level episode. Like everything ticks the box. It's dark, it's grimy, like it's a Metroidvania. Amazing. I was so hyped. I bought it and I played it, and it sucked so bad on a technical level. And it was just, I don't think I could go back. It's really tainted my experience of that. I feel like it should have been delayed. Just release it on Switch 1. I would have then waited 6 months before I bought it on Switch 2. And if it was good, then great. But now it's really tarnished because my hype was so high and it was really bad. We did a whole video on it. I think I did a whole video like showing all the things that were bad about it. Like you said, I couldn't go back to it now.
But you're right. So it was just after Christmas Nintendo came out saying that we're increasing our support for third-party developers and yada yada yada. Which you're right. I read that as well and went, right, they've finally got dev kits out. Then good job.
yeah, finally.
Well done.
6 months later,
and that does mean that 2026 is going to be potentially really exciting.
Yes. Yeah. This is the year for the Switch 2.
Yeah, whether that affects what we're going to see in a Direct is a different thing, though, isn't it? Because that tends to be Nintendo exclusive stuff.
Well, again, Nate the Hate has said that he's not sure whether it's a partner direct or an actual Nintendo direct. So it could be one or the other. So
which would you be more excited for at this point?
I don't know. Yeah, I know it's bad, but I think I'm more excited for the third party stuff rather than the
same.
I'm excited for the first party stuff because I want to see the Switch 2 being utilized. Because obviously last year it was the first entry of the Switch 2, and it kind of was just taking Switch 1 titles. Like Donkey Kong was really designed for Switch 1. Mario Kart World, designed for Switch 1. Like, all of these games were Switch 1 titles that they just morphed into Switch 2, and nothing really utilized the, like, full potential. So I am excited to see what Nintendo does when they actually develop a game ground up for the Switch 2. So I am excited for that, but equally I am excited to see what kind of ports we'll be getting. I mean, we already know, like, Pragmata, Resident Evil, Requiem and stuff are day one on Switch 2, which blows my mind. So I'm excited to see these big titles that are releasing immediately with no delay. Like, I'm excited for more of that. But yeah, so I'm kind of like, I think I'll be happy either way, which is weird because normally I'm mainly excited for the first party stuff. But now I think I'm equally hyped on both levels. I'd be happy with either.
I'm with you. In fact, I think I'm leaning more towards the third-party stuff at this point because the first-party stuff is cool. Like you say, it does tend to utilise the Switch-ness about it more. But the excitement of seeing some of these games either day one or very quickly after day one coming to Switch 2 blows my mind. And I love being able to play. There's something magical, and I can't quite describe it, about playing them handheld, these like bigger games, on a device that's so small.
Yeah.
It's so weird. I'm just like, this is the coolest little thing that's ever been created.
It's weird because I get the same, even though I've got something like the Legion Go 2, which is like the biggest, baddest, like heaviest, biggest, best screen, like more powerful. I love that thing. The Legion Go 2 is brilliant. It's such an amazing device. But I still get some weird, like, childlike joy out of this little tiny, like, should be low powered, really thin, like, device, which has like an Nvidia chip in it, you know, with a crazy efficiency. Like, there is something about that. Like, I don't look at it and look down on it and go, oh, you've got nothing on my Legion, you know, like, it's different in my eyes, and it still makes me smile every time I pick it up. And like the Final Fantasy demo, when I was playing that, I had the biggest grin on my face. Like, this is running incredibly, and it's like a paper-thin device running so, like, you know, at low wattage, and it's locked 30. Like, I loved it. It really made me smile, that did.
Yeah, exactly the same. There's something magical about it. But Nader Hate has put his predictions out for this Switch 2 Direct that might be happening, listing out some games that we might hear about, which is... There's some exciting stuff in there if you're, like, fully in Nintendo IP land, isn't there?
Yeah.
We're looking at 3D Mario, which has been a new 3D Mario, which has been talked about for, like, the longest time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It was even up to Switch 2 launch, there was talk about that they're going to announce a new 3D Mario. It's going to be there. Do you think that's likely? Big holiday release?
Yeah, I do think it's likely. Purely because the last one we saw was Odyssey, and that was 2017. So, like, you know, we're nearly 10 years on from that. We're 9 years on. So it kind of makes sense, like, if we got one big Mario Party 3... Like, I'm now expecting there to be, like, a 10-year life cycle on 3D Marios, you know? Yeah. So I think that has been extended now. So if we get a 9 or 10-year period, it totally makes sense to see... either a brand new IP, like, you know, a whole new title, or like an Odyssey 2 kind of thing, something like that. I would say that it's possible now. Like, a few years ago, maybe not. Like, because I would be like, they'll wait for Switch 2, but Switch 2's here now, you know. Yeah. So I kind of would say that is possible. Yeah. There was
a lot of talk about why it might not happen, or it might not be as similar to Odyssey, because obviously the Odyssey team are the team that were working on Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Yeah, which was
so there was a lot of talk. It is an amazing game. So there was a lot of talk of people saying that, well, if there is a 3D Mario, it's not going to be that team, so it won't be an Odyssey-like game.
But what if, just hear me out, because they were working on Donkey Kong for Switch 1, right? What if they started making that way before the Switch One even came out? Like, prior. So the Odyssey was already done, wrapped up, or maybe that just launched and then they started working on Donkey Kong and then just really quickly ported it over to Switch 2. But they did.
Yeah.
They still gives them years to work on a new 3D Mario. I think it's still plausible.
It could well be. Pokemon, a Gen 10 Pokemon, another exciting potential holiday release that they might announce. Is it Beasts of Reincarnation?
Yeah, I was just about to say, well, Game Freak have kind of been a little bit preoccupied with making a real game, which is Beasts of Reincarnation.
Showing us that they can make games.
Yeah, when Xbox funds them. Even though they have the most money ever from the Pokemon franchise.
With Beasts of Reincarnation, I'm excited to play it because it's coming to Game Pass, so it'll be a free hit. But coming to Xbox, coming to PlayStation, coming to PC, Steam as well.
Wow.
But no mention of Nintendo at all.
Oh, that's funny because they really love talking about the Switch 2 and Pokemon in that direction.
Pokemon. But I still don't understand why they're not releasing that game on, or trying to aim for it to be released on Switch 2.
I think it will. It will get ported over in next year or something.
Yeah.
I imagine.
The only other thing I could think is maybe it was a contractual thing.
Yes.
That they could only work on Pokemon games for Nintendo platform.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Because they're so ingrained, aren't they? But what would a Gen 10 Pokemon game look like?
Well, that's the thing is, supposedly from what I saw on Twitter, I don't think it was Nate the Hate that said this, it was just other people, was saying that this will be the graphical leap that everyone's been wanting from a Pokemon game. The thing is, though, again, if we look at Beasts of Reincarnation, they spent 6 years making that.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. They've actually been given time to make a game. On Pokemon, they get 12 months to make a game.
It's every year, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Pokemon
no wonder
release.
they're crap. Do you know what I mean? Because they're great games. I think they're very fun, but technical wise, they're terrible. They really are. They're not very good. But the Switch 2 now has the ability to handle it. Maybe this one's been worked on ever since they got told about the Switch 2, and we're really going to see a big leap here. I just don't know.
With ZNA, seeing it on Switch 2, obviously it was a slight upgrade from the Switch 1 version of it.
Yeah.
It looked better, it ran better. Yeah. But seeing it on there made me realise how far behind Pokemon is.
Yeah.
Which is why I've often gestured that they should go back to 2D, because then you can hide that and make it a bit more colourful or whatever. But seeing the copy and paste buildings and the blocky environments and stuff.
Yeah, that's it right there. The copy paste. So the game is great. I really like it, and it even looks quite good. But when you
and the no voice acting thing as well.
That is my number one issue here. We're not in the 90s anymore, guys. We're not playing this on a Game Boy Color. Give me some voice acting. The one thing that made me so hyped for the new Fable was that every NPC has got voice acting.
Yes.
Every instance of that game is going to feel immersive. The zero voice acting on Pokemon and using the weird 8-bit screams of the Pokemon that literally I was playing in the 90s when I was a child. I get it for nostalgia and stuff, but come on, I'm past that
I don't
now.
buy it. I don't buy it at all.
Yeah, it ruins it for me now.
It's got to evolve, and there's always a bit of a...
Is that a pun?
A kind of there's always a bit of an adjusting process when things change a little bit, but it's got to. And I was really forgiving of it on Switch 1.
Yes.
When Arceus Legends came out and stuff, and even Scarlet and Violet, which was just broken, but how it was supposed to look, I was kind of forgiving of it because it's a Pokemon game, and it's on Switch 1, it's fine.
Yes.
On Switch 2, when you know how capable it is, that's the difference. And now I'm looking at it now going, it kind of looks like a PS3 game. It's just not cool.
Yes,
it's not good enough.
I'm with you. I was forgiving on the Switch 1 because it was the first portable console. Do you know what I mean? I totally get it. But Switch 2, there's no excuse now. Like,
No.
and that's why you've gestured that they should go back to old school, like 2D. I've gestured that they should just get Monolith Studio, like Monolith Soft to make it.
Yeah.
The people that make
Yeah.
Xenoblade, because they know how to make a big open world, like cool looking game. But it just comes down to time. We know Game Freak are capable because of Beasts of Reincarnation. If they're given the time, they can do it. But they just don't have time. And I hate this Call of Duty yearly approach. What's with that?
What?
Like,
and what is with it? Why do they feel that? Why do Nintendo feel the need that they have to force them to publish every year?
I don't know.
Because it is likely they'll announce it. This the front half of this year, the Gen 10. But like, we're still in the teething stages of ZNA.
Yeah, it's only just come out. Like, in my opinion,
it's only just come out.
Yeah.
And there's going to be so many first-party Nintendo releases between now and the end of the year. You don't need to worry.
Yeah.
So you could leave it 2 years, let's say. Okay, well then you've got double the time to make it.
Yeah, I'd rather they left it like 4 years per game, and really focused in and made something spectacular. Like, rather than these half-baked like things. Do your re-releases, add the old Pokemon games in dribs and drabs to Nintendo Switch Online, do all that kind of stuff, all as a paid thing, whatever. But just focus on making the best game you can rather than rushing it out. Like, it
if they treated it as like as special as like a Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Then you know where it's at, don't you?
Can
Which
you
is kind of like
that?
2 per generation, isn't it? It feels like Legend of Zelda. It's kind of like rhythm.
But that's
every
cool.
4 years.
If the mainline generation Pokemon games were that spectacular, I would happily wait 5+ years per game and do little spin-off games, do your random stuff, re-release the old
DLCs.
stuff. Yeah. Like, I'm cool with that. But just imagine if like Zelda right now, Breath of the Wild, was a Pokemon game, and you could go open world through this sprawling thing with like, do you know what I mean? It would be incredible.
Yep.
It would be absolutely incredible. But no, they don't.
Yeah. No. The opposite of that, which is funny because you were just talking about it, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the definitive edition, finally getting its Switch 2 enhanced upgrade, whatever the hell they call it.
It annoys me though because I want X. You know, like,
I know.
Like, I don't care about Chronicles 2. Like, I've got the Switch 1 one, like, fine. I know it runs rubbish. Like, you know, the definitive edition is really good of the first Xenoblade, but 2 and 3 performance-wise suck on Switch 1. But I really wanted, like, they released Xenoblade Chronicles X just before the Switch 2. The Switch 2 dropped and then never released the Switch 2 like patch for it.
I know.
And there's apparently code in it for like 60 FPS.
Yeah, I bought it thinking it was going to be like, day one they're going to put the Switch 2 version of this out.
Nope.
No. So I'm waiting to play it for that reason because I don't want to taint it.
I didn't buy it because I thought until they release the Switch 2 version, I'll wait. And they just never did. So I still haven't bought it. I mean, I've got it on Wii U, which is up on the shelf up there somewhere. But I don't, you know, I just want to play the Switch 2 version now. So yeah, it's cool that Chronicles 2 is getting a better update because that's the worst performing one on Switch 1, I believe.
Yeah.
So wicked, but I'm selfish and I want X.
Yeah, I'm with you. I wanted X as well. Switch 2 editions, maybe Switch Sports and Pikmin 4.
Cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
cool.
Switch Sports looks fine right now. Like,
probably don't need to worry about it.
No.
A significant Mario Kart World DLC. By significant, I imagine maybe new tracks. That would be cool.
What, expanding the world? Like, because it's kind of like a big open worldy thing, isn't it?
Yeah, adding somewhere in between locations.
What if they add a new world, like Bowser's World, and there's a whole new like planet?
An underworld.
Yeah. That would be cool. They could do that. They could do like Rainbow. I can't speak.
Rainbow Road takes you to another planet.
Yes. Yeah. I was trying to say road, but I couldn't. Rainbow Road.
A Zelda remaster or remake? That's the other thing that's been talked about.
We were waiting so long for, and I've just forgotten it, Wind Waker, but it came to the GameCube side. So maybe, I mean, there was talks about Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. I've never played Twilight Princess, never played it.
Yeah.
So I'd be totally up for if they remastered it and released it rather than it just going on the GameCube side of Nintendo Switch Online. If they actually remastered it, I'd totally buy that. Like, that'd be cool. Other than that, what they've already done, Skyward Sword. Like, I can't think of what they would do unless they went to the older ones. You know, like,
What went to like an Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, like that kind of thing. Like if they, I just don't know would they do that. I feel
people
like
would lose their minds if Ocarina of Time got a remaster.
Yeah, they would. Yeah.
That'd be pretty amazing.
It would be cool as well if it was like brought to modern times. That'd be wicked.
Yeah. In fact, that's a free hit, isn't it? Why wouldn't they do that?
Well, Nintendo have had so many free hits over the years, and they've missed it
true enough.
so hard. Mario's there with a baseball bat, like never used one before, and he's got all these balls flying over, and he's just like dropping the bat. You know.
But what about Mario Strikers? No, I don't want that.
To be fair, loads of people did. It's just I don't want
that. I played it for like 5 minutes. I was like, yeah.
I didn't even play
maybe it's better with 2 people.
Yeah, it's a good game. Yeah, if you've got people like local co-op.
Yeah.
Then I get it, but it's not for me. So I just
no. Yeah, well, we'll see about that. But the kind of leaks don't stop there, and I imagine this next bit will be part of this direct that's coming up, which is some Nintendo Switch Online GameCube edition and leaks that have happened.
Yeah,
this is
kind of. Was it? I was
going to say, was it a retailer that linked this?
Yes.
Walmart.
Yes.
Walmart's website. Nintendo Switch Online promo images features Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and Pikmin 2. And sure enough, it absolutely does. I'm staring at it right now.
I'm both disappointed and excited. Equal measures.
Which bit are you disappointed with?
Because we had so many rumours of them being like, the HD remaster of Metroid Prime 2 and 3 is complete and we're going to get a bundle. And this went on for like 5 years. We got remaster of part 1, like wicked.
I don't understand why they stopped there.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I've no idea. But now we've got.
It felt like. I was going to say, sorry. It felt like the perfect, like marketing campaign to lead up to Prime 4.
Yeah.
So they had the time. They did the of part 1. You're like, okay, 2 and 3 are definitely going to come, and then there'll be part 4, and people will be able to play these games in HD, and it'll be amazing. And sure enough, the remake of Part 1 was amazing.
It was. It's a brilliant version. I love that game, yeah.
But yeah, so it looks... I don't think it's going to happen by the fact that Prime 2 is there on... going to be there on the GameCube.
Yeah, the HD remaster thing is a load of rubbish. That's been scrapped. Yeah. This will be it. It will just be the port of the GameCube version onto Nintendo Switch Online, which is great. I'll take it. And I would be really excited right now if we didn't have all those rumors leading up. Do you know what I mean? Because I was just waiting for it. Where is it?
Yeah.
But like, if it just appeared on Nintendo Switch Online and no rumors, no leaks, nothing, and I'd be like, yay! Like, we finally got part 2. We'll never get part 3 because it was a Wii game. But you know, but yeah, that's why I'm excited and disappointed at the same time, because I would have rather have had an HD remaster like Part 1, but you know, just having the base GameCube game is still good enough.
It's it does make the online offering even stronger, though, doesn't it? I mean, to be fair to them, it's a very good value subscription with what you get. I can't deny it. It's not expensive, not as expensive as the rest, anyway.
Yes.
And when you look at that overall banner image that Walmart have leaked with all the other games that are already out, you look at it and go, there's some huge titles in there. But how much do you play it is the question I was going to ask you.
I don't at all.
Yeah, I give it, it's really funny, I give it like cursory open and go, I'll open that for 5 seconds. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Like, in my head, these games are really cool. But I think there's a certain... I'm going to get shot down by all the emulation guys now, but there's a certain amount of them that are best left in the past in your memory.
No, I totally agree, yeah. For me, it is just a nostalgic thing. It's in my memory.
Yeah.
There's too many new games that are out and there's too little time. So I'd rather just be playing stuff that I want to play now rather than stuff that I've already played a million times when I was a kid. You know?
Yeah.
Like you said, it's cool to boot it up. I was really excited to see that they kind of patched the latency on the Nintendo Switch Online like a few months ago, whenever it was.
Yeah.
So I tried.
Was bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. But I tried F-Zero GX again, and it's definitely been improved. It's not perfect, but it's been improved to the point where it's more playable. So I booted that up and I played a few races and I was like, yeah, this is amazing. Put it down. I haven't played it in ages. You know, so
yeah. That's a very easy game to pick up and play, though, to be fair, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that game.
Easy is probably the wrong word for F-Zero. It's
yeah, it's not easy. I still would have preferred a port. I would have paid top dollar for like a Switch 2 remaster, you know?
Well, and another free hit. Such a free hit.
Yeah, and I would have actually played that. But,
yeah.
You know, there we go.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop getting on my soapbox about Nintendo because they could do so much. It feels so frustrating. Right, Resident Evil Requiem will have a PS5 Pro enhanced mode for PS5 Pro.
Nice.
And it seems like it's going to offer some really significant performance.
Yeah, for sure. Considering this is a brand new drop, like, you know, it's a brand new title. It's going to be packed full of all the bells and whistles. And the PS5 Pro edition looks like it's going to be super capable.
Yeah, we're talking about 4K 60 with full ray tracing.
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah.
For a console as well. That's mad stuff. Up to 120 FPS with ray tracing off with a quoted 90 FPS average.
Nice.
Which is, it depends how locked the 4K 60 is with ray tracing.
Yeah, if it's locked, just go with that. Like I would.
Yeah, totally.
Resident Evil is the kind of atmospheric game that you want all of this on. It's like Alan Wake too. Like if you can, just put all the ray tracing and stuff on. I would rather play it at lower FPS to have that really like immersive, providing you've got like a brilliant setup, you know, a really good TV and stuff. If you've got a crap TV, then who cares? Turn ray tracing off, have higher frame rate. Do you know what I mean? But if you've got like a real nice OLED and a big sound system and stuff, and you really want to like get into it, like that is exactly what these games are begging for. So to see, like you said, 4K 60 and not 4K 30, like 4K 60 is going to be perfect for this. Yeah.
It's it's really exciting. And like you were saying before we start recording, it actually shows how well optimized the engine is now.
Yeah, the Resi engine's so good.
Yeah, they've done wonders with it. And it's Pragmata, isn't it, that's using the same engine?
Yep, it's on the Re engine, indeed, yeah.
So this is all kind of quite exciting for how well optimized these games will be.
Oh, yeah.
Not just on PS5 Pro, because obviously that's like the bleeding edge of console performance, but like when you start scaling it down to where we're at with handhelds and stuff, it's exciting.
And especially when you look at Requiem's coming day one, Switch 2, and that's supposedly a locked 30. I know it's only 30 FPS, but again, we're running it at like 8 watts handheld.
Yeah.
You know, so for it to come with complete parity to day one on Switch 2, it's not waiting a year to get ported. This is here on the day. Like, and then to see how the PS5 Pro will be able to run it with 4K 60 with ray tracing enabled, it really does show how much confidence they've got and in their optimization skills for the re-engine. And again, it really excites me for playing it on like the Legion Go 2. Again, really nice screen, really big screen. It's going to be really immersive. And when I think of when I was playing Resident Evil Village just a couple of months ago, I was playing it on the Legion Go 2 as well, and I had it maxed out, and I was getting like silly FPS on the thing, you know? And I was like, this is amazing. Do you remember I showed you when I came down? I was like, check this out. And it was like, no way. Okay, ray tracing was off at that point, but it still looked amazing in HDR and everything. And it was maxed out I can't even remember. I was getting like 90 FPS or something. And that
it was in sillies, yeah.
Yeah. So to see that Requiem looks like it's going to be really well optimized, it gives me like a lot of hope for playing on handheld devices, regardless of which model you've got, whether you've got an Xbox.
What were you
Ally
playing
or
the Pragmata demo on?
Oh, on the Legion Go 2. Yeah.
How was the performance there on that?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Yeah. I initially played it ray tracing off, right? So I was like, no, let's just turn ray tracing off. It's not going to handle it. You know, it's not going to be able to do it. And played the game. I was like, I'm getting like 100 FPS here. I was like, what's going on? Like, obviously with tweaked settings and stuff, but it was pretty much like, you know, maxed out. I'm pretty sure I put 16 gig of VRAM on my, you know, on my Legion Go 2. So it was a 16 split either side. And I was getting crazy, like, performance once I finished the demo the first time round, because I've said before, like I played it again the second time, like after I completed it, because I loved that game. Pragmata, it's amazing. I can't wait to play that. On the second playthrough, I was like, I'm just going to try putting ray tracing on. And the performance was still really good. Obviously, I was using like upscaling, but I was getting over 60 FPS. I was like, this is amazing. Like, you know, so yeah, it blows my mind like how well optimized games are on the Resident Evil engine. Like, really excites me for Requiem.
I can say that bodes really well for Requiem handheld as well. That Pragmata performs so well because it's a similar time frame for the game. Genuinely exciting that when games are super well optimized, when their engines are lean, what you can do, and that kind of leads on to the main story really neatly, because we touched on it in a recent shorter video. Handheld performance going forward, with AAA and new releases. How much of a problem is this going to be? It was Fable when that was announced that made us really start considering this, and then of course the news in the week that AMD may be holding back on RDNA 4 and skipping straight to 5 in 2029 on these lower power APUs. Our head starts like frazzling, because we're like, well, how are games like Fable and the releases after that gonna cope if we don't have RDNA 4 devices this year?
Yeah, precisely. Yeah, it's such a difficult one, isn't it? Because there's so many like sides to the coin here. Because it excites me because I go, well, all of us that have got an RDNA 3.5 device right now, like an Xbox Ally or a Legion Go 2, or even an RDNA 3 device like the Ally X, the original ROG and stuff. I'm like, well, that surely bodes well, because they're going to have to optimize games more, and we'll get longer generation out of our device here rather than having to stump up a new device every 12, 18 months. But then on the flip side, it's like, are we just going to get left in the dust, you know? Because if they're not going to upgrade until RDNA 5 on iGPUs until 2029, that's quite a long time.
It's quite a long time.
And you look at Fable and how good that looks. I'm like, that's going to be struggling. Do you know what I mean? Like, that is going to struggle.
How big the world is, how alive the world is something like 1,000 totally individual NPCs who have got their own daily routines, who all have their own moral compass that's individualized. They've got their own voice acting. Like, when you consider the amount of bandwidth involved in a game like that, yes, you will be able to run it. They will have checked it, because Xbox were very keen to promote this as play anywhere on all your devices. Yeah. But how well is the question? And if we have more and more games releasing like that, and we don't have RDNA 4, which we were kind of expecting to be at the tail end of this year for announcements for that integrated, if we don't have that, how are games like that going to cope in the future? I genuinely worry if all the hardware stays with AMD, that handhelds will get left behind. Yeah,
it's a real tough one, because if RDNA 5 is not coming until 2029, I suppose the next gen consoles are going to get delayed until then, you know. So it might be that devs have to optimize for older hardware, and that we're just okay with it. But it will be potato mode. Like, you look at Fable, it's going to have to be really scaled back to be able to continue to run on older devices for sure. So it is a really difficult one. I mean, I don't know where I sit with it, because again, I've got a Legion Go 2, and I'm like, good. If I get more use out of this, then the better. The other thing is, we might just have to start relying on streaming, like from other devices for big titles. So like your GTAs and stuff like that. Well, obviously that wouldn't run overly well anyway, but you know, stuff like that, you might have to stream from your console, from the Xbox Cloud service, or if you've got a dedicated PC, run it off that and use like Moonlight or whatever, you know, then that might be the way to go going forward. But it's difficult because we don't know. AMD hasn't confirmed this yet, and there's also that rumor that RDNA 5 will be coming to the premium devices earlier, and it's like, well, how premium is that? Like, if if the Legion Go 2's price right now isn't marketed as a premium, and really they're looking at the GPD wins and stuff, which are like double the price of like a Legion Go 2, then we're all priced out anyway. It's only going to be the hardcore niche that go that route.
I think they look at devices like Legion Go 2 and the Ally X's and look at them as enthusiast devices.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is like mid-tier in their world. And yeah, I think the GPD win and stuff is the premium, and that is well over $2,000, touching $3,000 in some instances. Need external water cooling, external battery power supplies. Like, they're barely handheld, but I mean, they're a marvel in technology. They're more of a science experiment than anything else.
Yes.
If you've got one, then well done, because they can do some amazing things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for $3,000, I would hope that AMD do put something with RDNA 5 in it.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But for the rest of us that are buying what are expensive enthusiast devices, well, the difficulty is now is not someone who's just jumped into the market or upgraded, because you will be able to get life out of it. But it's more, if you're sat on the fence right now and you're about to pull the trigger, do you or do you wait?
I would say do it, because if there's not going to be any noticeable improvement over the next like 3 years, then just jump in now. Like, you know, like you might as well, because nothing's going to change, and the prices are just going to keep going up over the next couple of years. So I'd be, like we said before Christmas, get your handhelds now, because they're going to be coming scarce and expensive.
I'd be looking at devices with enough headroom with VRAM and stuff, like the Legion Go 2 is a good example of that.
Yes.
Stuff that's going to give you longevity, where you can eke performance out from different angles.
Yeah.
And talking of eking out performance, that's going to be where the things we're looking at soon is going to be really important. And that's obviously SteamOS, as that rolls out to like Legion goes.
Yeah.
That's going to be even more important, isn't it? Because Xbox full screen experience isn't there yet.
No, it's not there yet. And we know already like that specific games get 10 to 20% uplift in performance just from running Linux, like, you know, just from running SteamOS. So if we've got official support, this is where I was going at, like right at the beginning of today's podcast, where I said I was looking at how to install SteamOS on the Legion Go 2, because I want both sides there. Yeah. Because I want to be able to play my Steam games on SteamOS to get more performance, to get more longevity, specifically if we're not going to see an upgrade for a few years yet. And I'm going to want to stay with my Legion Go 2 for a long time, because, I mean, the screen's incredible and that's your world into it, right? So, yeah, I'll be looking at playing my Game Pass games and any online games and stuff on my Windows side of it, my partitioned, like, you know, because I'll dual boot. And then for pretty much everything else, all the single-player experiences that I own on Steam, I'll just play on SteamOS to get 10 to 20% more performance out of it, you know, so just to make the device last longer, effectively. You know,
I guess it also begs the question, like, what are the upgrades actually going to be from the kind of enthusiast market? Like, what is the upgrades from Asus, Lenovo, MSI going to be like, either this year or looking at the start of next year? From most of these PC manufacturers, we tend to see an annual upgrade. So just how they behave, isn't it? There's something to spec bump. What are we going to see?
I think
screens.
As we speculated before, I think like from the Asus side, we'll get like OLED upgrades, I reckon. And then from like Lenovo side, we'll get the smaller ones. So like we'll see a Go S OLED or whatever without the detachable controllers. We might get a Z2 and a Z2E variant there. I think that makes sense. And it also makes sense for Asus to finally upgrade their screen that's been out for years now, which is like just frustrating. From other contenders, though, I don't know. Like, I don't know. And it all depends on if they're sticking with AMD, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, and that's the final bit, isn't it? It's Intel to the rescue, is it?
Yeah, because they're going to dominate.
Yeah, they're making strides. XeSS is making strides, and the rumours for their roadmap is that it's still going to be an annual or maybe even a biannual upgrade to what they can do with that. And then, of course, by 2028, the integration with NVIDIA really kicks off, which is massively exciting because, as we've said before, suddenly you're going to have RTX graphics inside these handheld devices. Well,
Yeah, once that happens, it's game over, I think, for AMD. I really think it is, unless they're silly prices. But I don't think they would do that, because this is a business strategic move from Intel and Nvidia to combine. We already see what they've done with the Switch 2, so they know that they can get it down to an affordable price point. So if we can get that collab between Intel and Nvidia and get some sort of like decent performance there, which will wipe the floor. It really will wipe the floor with everything else. We'll get actual ray tracing support, because it's got ray tracing cores and stuff in the RTX. I mean, that's what the RTX is all about, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think when that hits, handheld gaming will change forever. And I feel like if AMD are really dragging their heels, maybe it's a strategic move from AMD to go, you know what? Just have this RDNA 3.5 for the next few years, because we really need to kick our ass into gear to try and catch up over the next few years. Do you know what I mean? So it might be that's why they're skipping RDNA 4 and jumping straight to RDNA 5, because they know that NVIDIA's coming into the scene in 2028. So by 2029, they need to be ready. You know, so it could be that they're kind of strategically kind of drop an anchor there, ready for that. But who knows?
But as we've seen with so many times, like specifically between Intel and AMD and across the whole of computing, one always gets ahead, then that one always rests on its laurels, and the other one gets really agile and quick in developing and overtakes it.
Yeah.
And that's going to happen here. Intel are going to start dominating it, I believe.
Yeah.
If AMD do drag their heels, Intel will just take over, and then it's up to AMD to catch up. And I do also wonder, I'm just going to throw this wild card, this hand grenade into the room, and go, what place will Apple play in this in the future as well? Because their development of silicone has been very silent and extremely rapid, low-powered silicone. I wonder if there's a weird alternate reality in which they try and step into.
I don't think we're there yet. Maybe in the future, but not yet, just because there's still no Apple supported games really, and the ones that were ported over by Capcom massively undersold, so there's no reason for them to do that again, you know. So yeah, I mean, I get you, because they've got great silicon, but I just don't see it happening.
It's still really early days on all of that. But yeah, what I'd love to see is more people seeing if you're able just to nuke it and then build Linux back up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supported. Do you know what I mean? Like if you could put like SteamOS and stuff on it, you know, that it'd be cool. I've not looked into it at all, but yeah, it would be cool.
Yeah. But it's kind of terrifying, crazy. I don't know. Much the same as when we did the short video. I don't know how this is going to play out. I don't know, hold on to your hats, because just when we thought it was getting wild for this year, it's getting wilder.
Yeah, it always is. I'm excited though to see what happens.
Yeah. More reason to buy the Switch 2.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'd love to know what you guys think there down in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, please do like this video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. I won't be here for the next couple of weeks.
I know.
That's what I need to tell you as well. I'm going away. I'll tell you all about it when I get back, but I'm going somewhere sunny, so
wow.
no podcast for the next couple of weeks. Sorry. But let us know how much you miss me as well.
Yeah.
And I'll gauge whether I'll come back by the...
I'm going to get a couple cut out and just do it in the videos, as you.
Just me saying yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. What else can they do, Andy?
Become a member and you get to chat to us. Well, not AJ for the next couple of weeks because he's going away, but you know, sometimes chat to me on our private Discord.
Yeah, I love it. All right, so until the next time,
have a nice day.